Namaskar. Welcome to the part number 2 video for the rules and important points on the professional prospects. Rules and important points, part number 2. In this part number 2 video, we are going to study on the destiny and kind of professional prospects as per the destiny. Destiny of the professional prospects. Follow the 7 steps in analyzing the destiny prospects by way of studying the 10th cuspal lord and 10th cuspal sublord, especially 10th cuspal sublord, the complete significations of these 10th cuspal lord and 10th cuspal sublords, complete signification as discussed in the chapter number 2, analysis methodology. Follow those steps, 7 steps which I discussed. You can follow that. And also there is one more lesson also, studying the destiny. That also you can check. So following that steps, we can check the destiny on the professional prospects. Now, in general, the destiny of the professional prospects will be weak if the 10th cuspal sublord, because I have taken the 10th cuspal sublord, 10th cuspal lord also can be studied, but importantly 10th cuspal sublord. If both the 10th cuspal lord and 10th cuspal sublord both are weak, then it is going to be more weaker. That we have to keep it in mind. So destiny of the professional prospects will be weak if the 10th cuspal sublord is having the grouping of 5, 8, 12 houses in the combined levels of planet, star lord, and sublord. It is called weak destiny. 10th cuspal sublord and star lord and sublord, the combined levels, if they're having 5, 8, 12 grouping of houses, it indicates that 10,000 meters are becoming weaker by the star lord and sublord. Next one, the presence of 8 and 12 houses and absence of grouping of 2, 6, 10, 11 houses in star lord and sublord. In the first one, which I was telling about, 10th cuspal sublord in the star of a planet signifying 5, 8, 12. Suppose the 5th house can be there in the planet also. That is, 10th cuspal sublord also can have 5th house. And star level planet is having 5, 8, 12 or 8 and 12. It means 5, 8, 12 grouping indicated by the 10th cuspal sublord by planet and star lord sublord, I was telling. The next point is that presence of 8 and 12 houses in the star level, but absence of grouping of 2, 6, 10, 11 houses. So absence of favorable grouping, but presence of 8 and 12 houses. There may or may not be that 5th house may be playing. Without the role of the 5th house, but 8 and 12 houses only there, but absence of the grouping of favorable 2, 6 or 10 or 11 houses in the star level and sub level, it indicates that destiny is weak. So 10th cuspal sublord in the star of a planet 8 and 12 significator, star lord and sublord, but absence of 2 or 6 and 10, 11 grouping, if it is not present, it is also weak. Then the impact of the favorable and unfavorable key planets in the supports do have some influence on the level of unfavorable strength. We are talking about the unfavorable. In this, suppose the planet, star lord and sublord planet, if they are having the favorable or unfavorable key planet in their supports, Rasi Lord, conjunct planet, aspected planet, or indirectly influencing planet, if they are all present, based on the impact, the influence of the level of unfavorable strength will be more. Understand? Okay, now we have talked about the 10th sublord destiny. It is in the star and sub of a planet which is having unfavorable grouping that we studied. Now, we are going to study the destiny of the professional prospects will be good if the 10th cuspal sublord is having, first, absence of grouping of unfavorable 5, 8, 12 houses in the combined levels of planet and star lord and sublord. Here we are talking about the presence of combined levels of 5, 8, 12 houses grouping in the combined levels of planet, star, and sublord, making the destinies weak. Absence of this grouping, making that destiny it is supportive for the event. First one is absence of the unfavorable grouping, making the planet destiny is supportive for the professional prospects. In that, presence of grouping of favorable 1, 2, 3, 6, 10, 11 houses. Grouping of, we cannot expect all the houses will be there, but grouping of favorable grouping of houses, especially that 11th house and 1, 2, 3, and 6 and 10, if it is present, very good. If 11 is present, it is good. Because 10 sublord in the star of a planet, it is indicating strongly 11th house, it is good, it is favorable. So, absence of unfavorable grouping, presence of favorable grouping in the combined levels, planet and star lord and sublord, it is favorable. Absence of unfavorable, making it supportive. Presence of favorable, it is making it favorable. I think you're able to understand. Similarly, the impact of the favorable and unfavorable key planets in the supports do have some influence on the level of favorable strength. I think you're able to follow. So now we have studied how to study the 10th cuspal sublord and 10th cuspal sublord favorable. Star level, sublevel are favorable, or star level, sublevel are influenced by the unfavorable, or it is mixed. Accordingly, the destiny prospects has to be studied. Now, favorable and unfavorable key planets of the destiny planet, we have to look at it. When you are studying the destiny, we have to look at the key planet which are making the destiny planet is favorable and or unfavorable. Study the destiny planets, 10th cuspal lord and especially 10th cuspal sublord, and check the role of unfavorable key planets as its rulers, especially star level and sublevel, and supports also to the rulers. It means what? When we are studying the destiny as we discussed above, check the 10th cuspal sublord or 10th lord. If the star level planet, sublevel planet are ruled by the unfavorable key planets, they are unfavorable key planets of the destiny. Or sometime what will happen, that star level, sublevel of the 10th sublord will not be strongly unfavorable. They can be weak. They can have some weak significator, but the star level planet and sublevel planet and star level and sublevel planet, 10 sublord and star lord and sublord planet may be under the influence of the strong unfavorable key planet in supports. So they are becoming the unfavorable key planets influencing the destiny. So study the destiny planet and check the role of the unfavorable key planet as the ruler. Suppose a star level, sublevel planet can be directly unfavorable planet, so they are unfavorable key planet. Sometime, as I said, unfavorable key planets strongly may not be ruling the star level, sublevel, but they may be in the supports. So find those unfavorable key planets that are weakening the destiny. So unfavorable key planets that are weakening the destiny, we have to check it. And similarly, check if the destiny planet is supported by the favorable key planet as rulers and also supports to the rulers. How we studied for the unfavorable. Similarly, check 10th cuspal sublord planet in the star level and sublevel planet. Of course, 2A level and star level of the sublord also can be considered. But for the easy, understanding, I'm talking about only the primary rulers. 10th cuspal sublord planet further supported by its ruler star level and sublevel planet, which are the planets are favoring the 10th cuspal sublord. So that is called the favorable key planets of the destiny. Similarly, the 10th cuspal sublord star level and sublevel planet can be further supported by the favorable key planets in supports. So these planets also can be considered as the favorable key planets. So find those favorable key planets that are favoring the destiny. So we have studied the destiny. Now, once we studied the destiny, we have to look at the favorable key planets and unfavorable key planets of the destiny. It means what? Which are the planets are weakening the destiny, we have to note it. And which are the planets which are further favoring the destiny, we have to note it. So unfavorable key planets and favorable key planets of the destiny, we have to look into that. This is important because their role in the Dasabhukti periods are important. So for that one, we have to do this process. How these unfavorable key planets, unfavorable key planet role in the Dasa period, that we will discuss in the other part. But how the unfavorable key planets, if they are playing role at the star level, how they are going to give the impact, that we will discuss in the next slide. Now let me brief about the role of unfavorable key planets and their impact as star lord to the destiny planet, 10th cuspal sublord. 10th cuspal sublord in the star of unfavorable key planet, what sort of the impact we have already discussed, but still for your better understanding, I'm going to brief here. So first one is that unfavorable, suppose 10th cuspal sublord we are going to talk about. Now the unfavorable key planets to the profession. It means we are going to talk about the star lord planet. If the star lord planet is unfavorable key planets to the profession, that is grouping of 5 or 8 and 8 and 12 houses. Star lord planet is unfavorable key planet. With this grouping, if it is present, check if the destiny planet is in the star of this unfavorable key planet to the profession. If it is so, it indicates more unfavorable impact or loss of job or profession. It means 10th cuspal sublord in the star of 5, 8, 9, 12, 5 or 8, 9 or 8 and 12 grouping, it is present. Clearly indicate 10th house matters are going to experience unfavorable. It is going to increase, the unfavorable signification of the 10th house are being destroyed by the star lord unfavorable key planet. Next one is unfavorable key planets to the lagna. Here we are talking about that profession 5, 8, 9, 12 grouping. It is supportive for the unfavorable significations for the event and also to the lagna. Now I am talking about the unfavorable key planets to the lagna. That is 8th house, 12th house, grouping of houses. No 5 and 9. Check if the destiny planet in the star of these unfavorable key planets to the lagna, 8th house and 12th house grouping, but no 5 and 9. It indicates more struggles or troubles to lagna in the profession. It means 10th cuspal sublord in the star of a planet signifying 8 and 12, no 5 and 9. It indicates what 10th house, the matters are going to face. It is going that lagna is going to face obstacles and hurdles through the 10th house matters. The profession is going to face some obstacles, hurdles to the lagna. It is going to give. That is what it is indicating. If 5 and 9 are adding, 5 or 9 is adding, it is going to be more unfavorable. It is going to give the trouble to the profession. So, you understand, no? It means what? 10th cuspal sublord in the star of both unfavorable to the lagna and also to the profession is different. It is in the star of unfavorable to the lagna only, it is different. It is not only for the 10th cuspal lord or 10th cuspal sublord. Suppose 6th cuspal sublord and 6th cuspal sublord also in the star of this 5, 9, 8, 12 or 8 and 12, the same impact we can expect. So third one is weak key planet to the profession. First one is unfavorable key planet. Now we are talking about the weak key planet. What are weak key planet? 5th house or 9th house, especially in the CL and CSL, but without 8 and 12. Without 8 and 12, only 5 or 9 is present. That is weak for the profession because they are not supportive to the profession in general, 5th house and 9th house. That we already had a discussion in the first part. Check if the destiny planet is in the star of these weak key planets to the profession. If so, it indicates it can cause some changes in the job if it is further supported by favorable 6 or 10 or 11. 10th cuspal sublord in the star of a planet, it is talking about 5th house or 9th house, no 8 and 12. Sometimes 8 and 12 also, 12th house can be there, then what it will support for the change also. 5th house and 9th house without 8 and 12 grouping, it is having that 6th house or 10th house and 11th house grouping, it is present. 10th cuspal sublord in the star of a planet, it is having 5th house and also favorable houses. It can support for the change of job. Understand? So 10th house matters are going to experience this. These are all talking about in general, that significations based on the other favorable and unfavorable signification, that impact will vary. Now, I'm talking about only cuspal, that star lord planet is having 5 or 9 only, right? We have to keep it in mind that these weak key planets, 5 or 9, to the profession can get unfavorable strength from other unfavorable key planet in supports and also from the next level planet, especially the sublord. For example, 10th cuspal sublord in the star of a planet is talking about 5 or 9 only. Okay, 5 or 9. It is not detrimental because 5 and 9, it is not good to these 10th cuspal sublord, 10th house matters. But absence of 8 and 12, it is not bad. We already discussed, right? It is weak. But presence of 11th house and 6th house, 10th house, it is going to be favorable for the changes that I already discussed. Now, 5 and 9 only, weak only, but this weak planet in the sublord, if it is having 8th house and 12th house, this will form the unfavorable grouping. Similarly, that 5 and 9 houses can get some unfavorable impact of this unfavorable key planets through the support. Suppose, unfavorable key planet, if it is there in supports. Just a minute. Suppose that star lord planet is only, it is talking about the 5 and 9. But in the star lord planet 5 and 9, it is getting the unfavorable 5, 8, 9, 12 key planet in supports. It is influencing this 5 and 9. Then the unfavorable strength will get increased. Though 5 and 9 only there, but influenced by the other unfavorable key planet, unfavorable strength will be increased. Importantly, sublord is forming unfavorable grouping, it is going to be unfavorable. So grouping of the planet, star level, sublevel, combined levels also have to be studied. That's what we discussed in the 7th stage. Following that, we can understand. So that is the third one. Suppose we studied the weak key planet 5 or 9 without 8 and 12. Now weak key planet to the Lagna, 8th house or 12th house. Previously unfavorable key planet to the Lagna, 8 and 12 grouping we discussed. Now either 8 or 12 house in the star level if it is present, especially in CL or CSL, but without 5 and 9. So 8th house or 12th house only present. Check if the destiny planet in the star of this weak key planet to the Lagna. Suppose 10th cuspal sublord in the star of a planet which is 8th lord or 8th occupant or 8th sublord or 12th, similarly 12th house. If it is either one of these is present, it indicates some obstacles in the profession. That we have to keep it in mind. Only grouping, only making the difference. So I think you are able to follow. Presence of grouping of favorable 2, 3, 6, 7, 10, 11 houses. Grouping of these houses, especially 11th house in the star, will reduce the unfavorable impact. Out of among these, star level planet ruled by unfavorable key planet to the profession or Lagna, or weak key planet to the profession or Lagna, if it is present at the star level, it is indicating some weakness. If the star level planet is having favorable grouping, especially 11th house in the star lord, it will reduce the unfavorable impact. We have been discussing about the 10th cuspal sublord and its star lord combined level only we are talking about. The star lord planet, it is having weakness by way of the unfavorable grouping, but along with that favorable grouping also present, that unfavorable strength at the star level will be reduced. So based on the next levels, because we are talking about the planet and star lord level only there, then star lord and star lord of the star lord, sublord and star lord of the sublord also there. So based on the next levels, especially sublord's favorable and unfavorable strength, the final result of the destiny will be present. Suppose star lord is weak, sublord is also unfavorable. As I said, sublord is forming grouping, it is going to be unfavorable, strength is going to be increased, or sublord is favorable, unfavorable star lord will get reduced. That whatever the common steps that we discussed in the analysis methodology, we have to keep it in mind. So based on the next levels, especially sublord's favorable and unfavorable strength, the final result of the destiny will be present. So I think we're able to understand. So we are checking the planet 10th cuspal sublord, star lord, and sublord we have to check. Importantly, planet is experiencing star lord, whether it is weak or unfavorable key planet. So accordingly, this planet destiny is going to be reduced or going to face obstacle. So based on the sublord strength, that unfavorable strength is destiny is going to be increased or decreased. I think you're able to understand. One more important point you have to keep it in mind. The unfavorable key planets, suppose we are talking about the unfavorable key planets, especially at the star level. If the unfavorable key planets are in the star of favorable key planets and also having favorable key planet in supports, the unfavorable strength will be reduced. That we already we had a detailed discussion in the analysis methodology. When one level planet is weak, that weakness can be reduced by its star level planet and also the support planets. That is what I am trying to explain here. So we have to study not just with the planet level and star level planets, because then sublord in the star of a planet, it will give the effect what the 10th sublord is going to experience. But the overall strength is going to be further decided by the star lord of the star lord and sublord and star lord of the sublord, and also the support planets. And also if it is forming ruler link, it is going to be accordingly the impact is going to be there. So analysis methodology, whatever we discussed in 7 steps, what we discussed, you please keep these those things. You can refer to that. That will be more useful in studying the destiny, not only for the professional prospects, for all the events. This is the common rule. So we have studied the unfavorable key planets and their impacts at the star lord as the star lord to the destiny planet. Now we are going to study on the different kind of job prospects. I'm not talking about the different types of jobs. I'm talking about the different kind of job prospects in general a native will experience, indicated by the destiny. What are they? The first one is what? The job will be stable. One person will have a stable job. There will not be any instability. Stable job with progress. There will be stability will be there and also progress also will be there. It means no frequent change of jobs, but with progress. With progress will be there, no frequent change of job will be there. The person will be there for a long period in a particular job. Stable with progress. If the 10th cuspal sublord or 10th cuspal sublord and especially cuspal sublord in the star and sub of the key planet, without the 5, 8, 5, 9, 12 grouping, but with the favorable 2, 6, 10, 11, the destiny is promising a good professional prospect without frequent changes. If 1, 10, 11 grouping are also strongly present along with the role of Sun, Jupiter, it favors for notable and respectable job. So stability and progress and good position and status. Next one is progress will be there, but unstable. Stability will not be there. frequent change of job for better progress. Mostly it is happening nowadays in the IT industry. Some people will be keep on moving, changing their jobs for their better progress in their position and also in the financial package. So they will be there in one job. I mean, they will not leave the job until they get a new job. They will look for another job. Once they get a new job with a better package, then they will move. They will put a paper and they will move to the next job. So there will not be any loss of job. They will be keep on changing to other job for better progress. If the 10th cuspal lord and sublord are in the star, especially sublord, you please focus on the cuspal sublord, in the star and sub of the key planets with 5 and 9, 5 or 9, and also favorable grouping, the destiny is promising for better progress in the professional prospect with frequent changes. 5th house, 9th house, 8th house also can be there, and with 5 or 9 and favorable grouping it is present. Without the 5, 8, 9, 12 grouping, if without the grouping, either 5 or 9, fifth house is there, ninth house also there, and star, I mean, along that favorable grouping, it is present at the star level and sub level. The person will keep on changing to the new job with good progress because favorable also present, no unfavorable groupings present. First one is stability, no change, but with progress. Here, unstable because of the changes. Here, there is no 5, 9, 8, 12, only favorable. Here, unstable because 5 and 9 along with that favorable grouping is present. Sometimes, as I said, 5th house or 12th house also can be playing role, but wherein grouping will not be strongly on the unfavorable side. Favorable will be very good. I think you're able to understand. The third one is stable. Job will be stable, but without progress. Mostly, if you can see people who are in some companies or in government sectors, there will not be any instability in the job. There will not be any change of job, but there will not be any progress also. So no frequent change of job, but no progress also. Some people will be there in a particular private sector also. For a long time, they will be working as a manager or supervisor. There will not be any progress. I mean, they will be there in the same company for a long period. But so stability will be there, but progress will not be there. If especially as I said, it will be there in the government sectors also. If the 10th cuspal lord and the 10th cuspal sublord in the star and sub of the key planets are 5, 9, 8, 12, and also 2, 6, 10 houses. It means both favorable and unfavorable houses are present, but without strong grouping of 5, 8, 12. It means unfavorable grouping will not be there, but there will be 8th house and 12th house or 5, 8, that then some unfavorable grouping will be there, not strong grouping of 5, 8, 12 grouping. But favorable houses 2, 6, 10 also will be there. But no, I mean, this is also not very strongly present with the 11th house, and grouping of 2, 6, 10, 11 will not be there. So it means what? 10th cuspal sublord will not be having unfavorable grouping, and also it will be having that some favorable grouping, but not very strong. Stability will be there because of the absence of the unfavorable grouping, and progress also will not be there because of the strong favorable grouping will not be there. The destiny promises stable job, but with obstacles and hurdles in the progress. So no notable progress. That is the third kind of job. Last one is unstable without progress. Some people will be a job. They will find that there will not be any stability, but they will keep on changing the job, but there will not be any progress also. So unstable without progress. Unstable with progress, we check because keep on changing the job for the progress, but he keep on changing the job, and also there will not be any progress. Sometimes there will be loss of job also, jobless period also will be there. Frequent change of job or loss of job and no progress also. Some people will be having such a destiny. If the 10th cuspal sublord are in the star and sub of the key planets 5, 9, 8, 12, and 6 and 10 houses with a strong grouping of 5, 8, 12 houses, the destiny promises unstable job and with obstacles and hurdles and no progress. So, based on the grouping of 5, 8, 9, 12, and 1, 2, 6, 10, 11 grouping at the star level and sub level, based on that only combined level study grouping which is strongly present, based on that only the native will experience the destiny stable with the progress or unstable with the progress. These two things are good because progress is present. Stability without a stability, that is separate, but progress are there. But sometimes stable will be there, but without progress. So that is when compared to this is it is having some weakness. But there will not be any, a loss of job, but stability will be there in the job, but progress will not be there. Here, unstable, but without progress. So that is this is the worst one. So based on that only, that each and every native will fall in any of these different, any of this kind of job prospects only. So when we are studying the destiny, we have to check this native is falling under which, whether it is talking about the stability or unstable, or with progress or without progress. That based on the destiny, we have to keep it in mind. While we are studying the destiny, while we are studying the kind of job prospects, we have to check which are the favorable key planets or which are the unfavorable key planets, making the destiny falling under this any of this category. So we have to check the destiny planet and star level, sub level, all these rulers of the destiny, and also support planets. Which are the planets are making that destiny is falling in this category? We have to keep them as a favorable key planets or unfavorable key planets also. Based on that only, we can decide based on the destiny only the Dasa periods is going to give its impact. I think we're able to understand. So in this part number 2 video, we had a discussion on the how to study the destiny and how to find the favorable and unfavorable key planets of the destiny, and what are the different kind of prospects based on the destiny we discussed. So in the next part, we'll discuss the remaining points. We'll meet in the next video. Good luck.